Hey guys. I just feel like something fun to do today. I'm running out of ideas. Mostly, I'm just trying to keep thinking of some. So, for the meantime, I'm just improvising. Let me look at something right now. Your children need to see a movie, right? You know, you go see a G-rated movie with your children, or maybe your children want to see a movie that's rated PG. Well, you can take them. Unfortunately, though, there are some PG movies out there you shouldn't let your children watch. PG movies actually made for teens. PG movies that do actually mean for teenagers and not at all for children. Not even tweens. And I decided I look at 10 movies that are not at all for children at all and are all for teens completely. Dumb idea, I know, but I'm just thinking. And these are all movies I enjoy a lot. A lot of these are some of my favorite films that I'm gonna talk about. Just a reminder. And yeah, I'll discuss how these movies do not need to be seen by any of the young audiences. They need to be seen by people who are at least at my age. Let's take a look. Meaning some material may not be suitable for pre-teenagers. Well, nowadays it means not for young children. Well, apparently in Smokey and the Bandit, they're not lying. This movie is not at all made for that. Okay? There's moments in the film that just feel way too over the top. Like, you really think your kids are gonna understand what's going on? Think your kids are gonna understand what Smokey's talking about? All his sex jokes, all the nonsense he's going through. Yeah, this is something that I really doubt any kid's gonna even enjoy. So this is a movie that is not at all for children, mainly because children don't care what's happening. Okay, they're just waiting. They're just waiting till they can leave the seat so they can go see a real fun movie. That's interesting, I guess. But I don't know really what Smokey and the Bandit gonna go with because I feel like Smokey and the Bandit is really going somewhere with the film. It's just if there was an F word said in this, if there was at least one F word said in this movie, I bet Smoking a Man could be rated R. It's rated PG because there is no F word said. So, yeah, there you go. Number 9's The Outsiders. Yeah, this movie is interesting. I've honestly wondering how much I can take from it. It's mainly looking at the poster of the movie. It is really made for teens. Like, look at it. They're all teens. Okay. Enough said. Your kids are not going to care for this movie. They're gonna see the trailer and not want to see it. They want to go find another good movie to see. Like one other movies came out that same year. Star Wars: Return of the Jedi. It came out in 1983, which was this year. So yeah, they want to go see that. They don't want to see this. This movie just doesn't look like their type. Looks like something that the teens want to check out. The teens want to chill through. Chilling, sitting down, enjoying some outsider fun. It's their type of movie. Besides, the book's not made for kids at all. It's made for teens. Teens gotta check out the book. Kids, you're gonna go check out some other books. So yeah, I feel like Outsiders is already proven not to be for children at all. Kramer versus Kramer. Well, you know, I feel like Kramer versus Kramer could be good enough for children to watch if it didn't get away with some real problems. A lot of drama. There's a lot of drama in this movie that children definitely don't want to have to handle. There's a scene. There's actually a scene in the movie where real shown boobs will be shown. Yeah, that's mostly meant for R-rated movies, but no, in this PG-rated movie, we saw some woman boobs. I mean, they weren't on screen fully. It's just like they just popped out randomly, but they were still seen. So they should have known that. They should have known that's the case. And yeah, this movie's just filled with drama, filled with nonsense. I doubt kids are ever gonna even want to watch this movie. They want to go see another fun movie that same year. Like, what else came out that year? Um, the Muppet movie came out that year. that they want to go see that. Their kids are really enjoying for that. You don't want to see this. This movie's tough. It's tough and it's unsettling. So yeah, that's enough said. Unsettling. Unsettling movie. Big. Well, what's so bad about Big? You see, it's a story about a kid who wants to be big, wants to turn big, and then he becomes big. Doesn't sound too bad. It's how it's settled is what's the problem. This dude becoming big actually sounds pretty dark when you think about it, you know? Like, dude's in a man's body. A man's body's going around being all kiddish while adults are trying to get with him. Yeah, he does not understand how real adults really are. He does not understand the meaning of sex, the meaning of adult humor. So, and why should we kids understand it? And here's another big thing that's crazy. This movie has an F word said. Remember when I said that if there was an F word, it got a rating? Well, no. This movie had an F word. Kid actually said the F word. And, yeah. That just left through the film. Kid says an F word in a PG movie. How crazy. Your children are not going to like that. They're going to want something else good. They don't want this. They don't like this. What other kids movie came out that year that kids would enjoy? I don't know. No, not Beetlejuice. Not Beetlejuice. No, that movie's not for kids at all. Apparently it is, you know. This movie's rated PG as well, but why? It's worse because this movie also says the F word. That's crazy, right? But a real problem is that this movie has some creepy imagery shown. When you're older, like me, you probably don't care about the imagery. You like to give into the comedy, but really, this imagery can disturb some kids. Like, honestly though, looking at the poster, you really think this is a PG movie? PG-13 rating did actually exist back then. Yeah, it existed. The Naked Gun came out that year, and that got a PG rating. The Naked Gun got a PG-13 rating. That movie was just mostly dirty humor, but nothing serious. Beetlejuice is really serious. This movie's really gone tough, you know? It's strange. It's really strange. But hey, what's worse to say? Like, I mean, I don't know. There could be a little more. It's just this movie's really on childish. It's a good movie, but you really think your children are gonna want to sit through it? Nah, they don't want an F word. They don't want scary imagery. They don't want a movie that was originally going to be a horror movie, but instead turned into a comedy. They don't want that. They do not want that. Do they want Jaws? Of course not. Nobody wants Jaws. I mean, Jaws is just so unsettling. It's a really great movie. I'm sure you all know how much I love it, but I do not think children need to see it. Okay, like, come on, look at this. The shark eats people. Blood spewing out everywhere. Ew, that's not children. Your children aren't gonna want that. Well, you know what your children want? You know what your children want? They want a shark that comes out the water and says hi to everyone. They want a shark that comes out the water and actually starts talking nice to them. Instead, the shark does everything else. Jaws, really tough. We've all talked about how this movie shouldn't be rated PG, and I certainly stand corrected. Damn, this movie's tough. Like, come on, look at this. This is just... No. This movie should have been re-rated. They should have given it at least a PG-13 rating when it was released on DVD. But no, they kept it at PG. Gotta keep it PG, kids. Your kids are definitely gonna enjoy the PG experience. I don't know what to say. This movie's just romance. This movie is so boring. Kids aren't gonna want to watch it at all. Tweens aren't gonna want to watch it at all. It is so boring. Like, this movie is so boring. Okay? Your children don't care. Children are not going to care what's going on. They're not even gonna get the comedy. They're not gonna understand the comedy of this movie because they're gonna think it's so boring. Woody Allen, kids are gonna say, is so boring. They're gonna say romance is so boring. and they're not gonna want to do anything about it. They just want to leave. They want to see Star Wars that came out that year, which lost at the Academy Awards when Annie Hall won Best Picture. But why not Star Wars? That movie's not boring. Kids are gonna sit through it. Annie Hall is so boring. Kids don't want it. Kids want good stuff. They want fun stuff, which is not what Annie Hall has. Wow, that is ridiculous. Sad how kids are gonna have to say it's a bad movie because they think of it being very, very boring. But now let's take them to see a movie that is so crazy. It ain't boring at all. This movie ain't boring at all, but it's even more than boring. Okay? It's not only not boring, it's so intense. It's an intense movie. PG rated intense movie. Jaws is intense, sure, but Poltergeist is a completely different story. This movie's just what is that? Oh god, no. Oh god, what is that? A hand comes out the TV, grabs the kid, takes him out of here. Great. That's just great. So what happens next? Well, how about a house getting destroyed? How about all this scary imagery? How about a dude ripping a skin off his face? You find that kid friendly? Oh yes, your kids love it. I mean, come on, like that's the best kind of kid stuff ever. You gotta show off the imagery of skin getting ripped off. That's gonna be fun. You know, you're definitely gonna enjoy that. Like, come on, just come on. That's perfect. That's perfect. Come on, PG rating, fellas. PG rating. Dude rips his skin off. TV goes crazy. House explodes. Everyone gets frightened. PG rating. Let's write it. PG rating. No F word, sure, but still. Damn. PG rating, kids. PG rating. Why is Airplane so tough? Oh, Airplane is tougher than that. Why? Because it's Airplane. There's nudity. Yeah, there's one little moment in the film where a woman just pops out of nowhere with no shirt on. No bikini on. Yeah, we actually see them titties for a minute. That's actually what happened. That actually happens in the movie. Woman shows off her titties. We see them in full frame. Even when the film was released on Blu-ray, you got a PG rating. Great, look at this. Look at this. This is just so PG, fellas. So PG. I mean, kids might get the humor, but there's a big chance they won't. It'll cause them to go over the internet. Well, wait, internet didn't exist back then. It makes them go all over the place, telling everybody that Airplane's not funny at all. It's a bad movie, and get beat up and get bullied and get accused of problems. You don't want that. You want your kids to see something that they can enjoy, like Empire Strikes Back that came out that year. That's not a comedy, but I mean, at least it's kid material. At least kids will sit through it and not complain about it being stupid. So yeah, take them to that. Let them see that. They need that. They need some of that. Let's go take our kids to see Star Wars. They'll enjoy it. Let's go take our kids to see Airplane. They'll enjoy it. They did not enjoy Airplane. They thought it was boring because they're not ready for this stuff yet. Okay? They need to become a teenager to enjoy what's going on. And yet, there's nudity. Real tits. Your kids are gonna drag through that. You don't want that, do you? Of course not. No, you don't. There's one movie out there, though. One movie that children definitely not to watch. It's so crazy, so inappropriate, so nonsense. It don't know why I got a PG rating at all. Why was 16 Candles rated PG? Why? Why was 16 Candles rated PG? Why was it? I don't know. There was just so much problems with the film. There's a scene where Molly Ringwald says the F word. Fully says it. There's a scene where boobs are shown. There's a scene where underpants from a woman are shown. It's all nice and sexy, but it's not for kids at all. This movie did not deserve a PG rating. In fact, it's so ridiculous that when the film was on Prime Video said the movie's rated R. Well, it should be rated R. Look at this. This is nonsense. It should have gotten R rating. If there were more F words, R rating, definitely. Like, come on. Like, This is not for kids at all. This is a teen movie. Teen films be rated PG-13. Well, this was before PG-13 existed. But what's really the case is that this could have gotten R rating, because R-rated movies did exist, and teen movies did get R ratings. So yeah, there you go. Give 16 Candles the R rating it deserves. It deserves to be rated R. That's what it is. R-rated material. R-rated material. Marine World's hot, but not for kids. The story's cool, but not for kids. The jokes are funny, but not for kids. Not for kids at all. Whew. I've seen worse, though. I don't know, I've seen worse. How filler was that? Really filler, right? Alright, well, I just decided to go ahead and have fun with it, so